Global warming. Global warming is the gradual increase of oceanic and atmospheric temperatures due to greenhouse gases and human pollutants in the air. This next video shows the increase in temperatures in the past century.
It affects humans, the environment, animals, the atmosphere, and sea levels.
What is global warming?
Global warming is the overheating of the earth caught in its from people and their pollution.
Okay, what causes global warming?
People's pollution and all that other stuff, it's reflected back from the atmosphere and back to the earth, so it makes everything all bad.
What does global warming affect?
Water, the atmosphere, people, animals, polar bears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Sea level rise.
Sea levels are set to rise 200 millimeters, 8 inches per century. Thermal expansion and land-based ice due to increased melting are the two main factors of sea level rise. Melting ice sheets also result in higher sea levels.
Explain global warming for us.
I'm not a scientist. There are science teachers here that you can probably interview on this. But basically what we have is what's called greenhouse effect. We have large amounts of carbon monoxide, or what they call global warming gases, if you will, that are filling the atmosphere, right? Now, what this does is it creates a barrier in the atmosphere, okay, of these gases. Okay, these carbon monoxide is one of them, of course, is the most common one. It's the one that comes out of automobiles. They're called greenhouse gases, basically. They're produced by factories, by coal-burning factories, by cars that burn gasoline and diesel. And so you have this layer of these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And what it does is, it literally traps the heat inside, almost like an insulation, traps the heat. So what happens is you start to see the ocean water temperatures rise as a result, especially the surface water temperatures of the oceans. And what this does is, well, for the oceans, one of the things that it does is it begins to kill much of the microorganisms and small fish life that live in this top layer of ocean water.
Sea level rise leads to difficulties for shore-based communities.
But a major problem in recent years is that more heat is staying on the planet and can't get through the increased level of gases. Now, this doesn't sound like such a bad thing until you realize that even small changes in the planet's temperature can cause really bad things to happen. For example, ice melting in our polar regions. If the ice melts, some coastal regions, like parts of Florida or New York City, could potentially be swallowed up by the oceans, displacing hundreds of millions of people.
Atmosphere, greenhouse gas effect.
Hello, I am Winston Chung and I am ready to take your interview.
All right. First question. What is the greenhouse gas effect?
The greenhouse gas effect happens when cars' exhaust fumes produce pollution, and also from factories causing pollutions, and all the carbon dioxide builds up, and it collects the heat, and it traps heat with the global warming inside the air.
The greenhouse gas effect is when temperature rises because the sun's heat and light is trapped in the Earth's atmosphere.
As I was saying, the ozone layer, which is comprised of O3, helps protect us from harmful radiation, and at the moment it's currently being depleted due to human causes, mainly from aerosols, hairsprays, and other kinds of sprays that emit chlorofluorocarbonates. And due to this increased amount of radiation, it's very harmful for us as humans, and also it increases the average temperature of the globe due to increased sunlight being emitted
Each year, American power plants pump more than 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the air. Human activities such as the use of cars, electricity, and the burning of fossil fuels lead to the enhancement of the greenhouse gas effect. Humans, animals, and man-made. Who is being affected by this global issue?
Who's being affected by it? Polar bears are being affected by it. The ice caps are melting and cause polar bears to drown.
Are polar bears the only one being affected?
Polar bears are the only one I care about.
Do you know anyone else who cares about us? Me!
As the climate changes, unhealthy air pollution will continue to get worse. Air pollution is harmful to human health, especially those with respiratory diseases like asthma.
Toxic pollutants make millions sick each year and shorten lives.
But there is hope.
Agencies such as the EPA have passed programs that bring life-saving improvements to our air quality.
And next question!
What do you think of global warming?